As I'm slowly arriving to Pyro 5, I realise I'm almost hitting halfway on the fuel. Welcome to Pyro 5. Almost looking very acidic kind of planet from the look of it. Like one big giant gone off cauliflower. Question is it even safe to get down there? Is there anywhere we can land? Doesn't look like it's got anything in particular on there. So it looks like we're gonna fly down and see, unless it's just a gas giant. So I do feel like we ain't supposed to go down there. And to be fair, I feel like it looks very so acidy that I don't really want to melt. So it looks like we're going for the 6 moons. So we're going to start off with Vuur. Because flying down from an OM could be quite long-winded depending on the planet. At least we're going to be on the day side. Well, there's definitely large rock mineables down below. Oh, and there's a cave nearby to my left. I think I may have to stop there and have a look. There might be some hand mineables in there to get. Well, this place looked like it's definitely seen better days. Question is it safe to land? So welcome to Vuur. Let's have a look at what the potentials are on this planet. One thing I did think they should have done, going off key on the video's behavior, but I think they're missing a trick here, that you should be getting points for actually going to these planets, then scanning, and then have the information unlocked on here. That would be better. But right now it's showing me what I can find on this planet. See, now I haven't got a ship mineable thing for that one, so we ain't worried about you, but we got potential hand mineables, the usuals, and then we got potential harvestables, which would be that cave nearby. So now the real question is, this place we are currently at doesn't seem to show on there at all. So we better be careful while we're here. Do there, I wish I didn't, was to leave the lift down. Well, it's definitely abandoned. Can't see anybody roaming about. I'm not finding very many lootables. What is going on? Now, for some weird, obscene reason, the ship wouldn't be able to take off. Like, suddenly it just couldn't withstand gravity or what. It was either something server side or something played up. So I had to resort into bedlogging and hoping I would return back. So, I'm hoping that by the time I just fell asleep here and waking up now, I'm hoping that the Pyro gods have freed me from where I've been stuck. Well, it looks like he's on the ground. The question is the ship still working? And we're free! We are free! The Pyro gods have answered. Anyway, so let's continue what we were doing. So, there is quite very deserty, rocky, quite misty. Definitely dry. And I'm definitely going to have to empty the sand from my undersuit, let alone armor. Right, well, might as well collect some goods. We got to make it worth the trip. Now, let's see if we can find... Oh, that's not a good sign. We have somebody down here, probably looking for mineables. Looks like we got some other type of mineables down here as well. Glassosite. And that's not mentioned in the list. But I know I can get that in the Stanton system, so I ain't got to worry about it. Because normally the vertical caves tend to be a pain in the backside. So you would have to literally climb down there. Ooh. But there is another cave nearby, so maybe I might be a bit lucky. It might be a sort of... I'm taking hits. Well, according to that thing, I was taking hits unless I was scraping something on the back of the ship. Because he is 7.1, he is closing in. We will get away from there, as I thought the chances of being discovered was going to be slimmer than this. He is chasing. Just see him in the distance behind me. He is closing in. Can't tell you what he is. Nope. What is he? We're going to be taking hits galore. I'm guessing my turret is not going to protect me. Looks like this trip is going to be cut short. Unless he's flying back around, or is he trying to circle around? Okay, we need... Shields are damaged. If we're going to go to there, we need to go to... Vatra. Come on. let's not give him the benefit of the doubt. It's my backside. So another moon, very rocky. Bit more smoothed out in some areas. Different colour tone. Definitely feels dry on here just as much as the other one did. I'm there. We found gold ore. But my geo is not built for that. And there's iron. Now, one of my favourite features for this Geo is the fact that we can do this. I do love the Geo. You can get around places a lot better with it. Space cows. Well, let's get over here where I've seen a different possible mineable rock. Oh, we're right next to the rocks. Well, it looks like we can get away with these ones, just like we did with the other Alpharites. That may have broken my ship. That's going to take some work to get repaired. Oops. Let's get that sorted. A little injury. That's Ignis for us. Be careful where you park, because you can make mistakes like that. Wow, okay, so this Pharao has water. Well, I'm assuming that's what that is. So it obviously has its own big rivers or seas or some sort. And it's definitely much redder than the other previous planet of Ignis. Again, another planet that was pretty much all dusty. Well, I say dusty, more sandy and rocky. Partial dust. But it has fauna and more mineable rocks. Well, there we go, a brief visit to Pharao. Okay, to our next location, we are heading to Fugo. Well, from the first look and glance of it, can't see no oceans, no rivers. At a glance, you think you're, well, almost heading to Daymar in Stanton system. Almost. There's a few more darker tones in the colours, but it looks like there's a bit of blue somewhere up this side. Now the question is, getting a bit closer now, these little pockets of blue, is it water? Or is it just something about the change in the land? Probably just some sort of like blue rock, blue sand. Plenty over there. Now I did notice not only rocks on this one, but it looks like you've got very dead looking trees. So there was some sort of plant life, or it is plant life, it's just not very pretty. So Fugo doesn't exactly have much to offer in certain things. I mean, there are probably places you could get to, but at night time you might have to wait it out until it's daylight. Which now leaves us one more planet to go and to collect from. Very sharp looking mountains and rocks from the looks of it. You know what? It looks like one big giant flint. There's the Paramount Pictures rock over there on my left. Oh, we do have a cave nearby. A possible source for Janalite, as that seems to be the only place to find that stuff. So maybe we'll make that our ultimate goal for the end. And that, hoping that our ship doesn't get destroyed in the process. As long as we can land nearby it and enough space to get out and back on and all this, if we need to vacate quickly. Now I've already changed the multi-tools attachment, so I should be fine to use it already for this final little adventure. Apparently looks like the textures here are like the planet's alive. Immersion breaking. But what we are going to do is we're just going to collect this one and claim it as a win until an accident with Alt F4. Well, at least we made it to the last moon due to a bit of a mistake at the end of there, due to as the buttons are used for the camera control. I may have accidentally hit Alt F4 and then trying to load back in, was hoping to load back into where I was, and that didn't work out. So sadly this is where this video will end. But we did make it. We get to see all the planets. I didn't obviously come back home with all the rocks, And I doubt the ship will be back with me either, but we could go and have a look. But something tells me I don't think the ship came back with me, with the crate, so nope, it's out of range. I've boo-booed. Well, there we go. A bit of a wasted journey for me, but we got to do some sightseeing at least and see some other places. Next time round, I'm going to have to literally like put some sort of blockers over the F4 to stop me from doing that. So I am going to end this video here. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to say ciao for now.